Today we are going to okay. Today we are going to deal with some grammar MCQs as usual. All right, some vocabulary MCQs, but we are going to concentrate more on the synthesis and transformation part over here, which is really, really important. In primary 3, it will take up a few marks, like 4 marks, right? But when you go to P4 and P5, it's going to be more and more, and then you will have more synthesis and transformation questions. So let's get prepared, right, by practicing on them regularly. It's Candy, interesting. Hi, Shiloh, welcome to the class. I see that you turned on your screen. Thank you. Okay, so here are the class rules very quickly. It's compulsory to turn on your video, everyone, and please leave your microphone muted unless you want to say something. Then you can raise your hand, right? When I give you the permission, you can unmute yourself and then you can speak. All right. If you need to go to the toilet or whatever, you don't need to ask me, just go. All right. But you need to inform me on the chat group. Okay. And then when you're back, I need to see that you're back so the only way I can see that you're back is if your camera is turned on. All right, and that's why I need your cameras turned on. So yeah, last one, be mindful to be respectful to all students and all teachers in the class. Okay, with that said, let's start with grammar MCQ. So for the first part over here, I see that all of you got it correct. Okay, so there blank something sharp sticking out of the paper bag. So all of you picked A. Okay, and that's good. You got it correct. Now, can anyone explain to me why is the answer A? Yes, Vaish. You can unmute yourself.
Because they're saying only one thing and they are not having three losses. And also it's also in present.
Very good. So Vaish is correct. She says it's something sharp. So this something over here, right? We are talking about one thing only, just one thing. So therefore, this is actually, all right, singular, one thing sharp. Okay, and that's why we have the answer there. Next, question 2. Now for this one, 2 of you got it wrong, okay, and 2 of you got it right. And Vincent hasn't done the online one yet. Okay, so before I explain this, Vincent, can you give me the answer for question 2? Vincent, are you there? Vincent has disappeared. Oh, he is there. Wei Hong? Okay, Wei Hong, what's the answer here?
Was.
Okay, very good. Can you explain why is it was?
You see, it's because
Was is what tense? Is it present or is it past?
it's past.
It's past tense, right? It's the past tense of is. Is the present tense, was is the past tense. So why must we use was over here? Why can't we use is?
Because it says last night.
Very good, last night. So it's already over. Excellent, Wei Hong. So the answer here must be B. Each guest at last night's party, all right, was given a nice return gift. Now, those of you who got it wrong, you actually picked D over here. Now, D would be wrong because why? Wei Hong, can you explain why we can't pick D?
It's because
what's the difference between B and D?
it's present. No, it's past.
Oh, B and D are both past.
Mm.
Were is actually the past tense of are, right? Were is the past tense of are. So they are both past. So why is the answer B and it's not D? Some of your friends picked D. Can you explain it to them?
It's because were is the past tense of are.
Very good. And are is only for what? One person or many persons?
Many.
Many, very good. So it's for many. So it's for more than one, right? Whereas was is singular, all right? It's only for one, okay? So over here, when we say each gas, right? I think those of you who got this one wrong, you pick D. When we say each gas, we are counting the gas. Think about it this way, all right? We are counting the gas one by one. And that's why we say that each gas over here, we are looking at it in a singular way. All right, and that's where the misunderstanding might have happened. All right, moving on. Question 3. Thank you for your explanation, Wei Hong. Very accurate. Question 3. Books, what actually one of the best sources of information? Here, all of you got it correct, but Vincent hasn't replied yet online. So Vincent, why don't you give me your answer? Vincent is correct as well. So everyone got this right, huh? So over here, the answer is R. Okay, firstly, it's R because R is for more than one, right? R is plural. So here, see, books, right? That's more than one. That's plural. So we use R. Okay? And we can't say books has actually or books have actually because the books don't own anything. All right, so those of you who pick B, you are all correct. Excellent. Okay, Vaish picked B. You picked B online as well, so you got it correct online already. Good. Next, number 4. Now this one of you got it wrong. All right. Many youngsters today want the internet to the newspaper. Before I go through this, Vincent, give me your answer. Vincent is unfortunately not correct. Okay, who put up their hand just now? Was it Wei Hong? Yes, Vincent, now then you're correct. Vaish, that is the correct answer. Good. You want to explain to us why is the answer prefer? Yes, Vaish, you can speak. Come. Why is it prefer?
It's because they are telling youngsters, which is plural. That's why it's prefer.
Very good. So because it's plural over here, right? When it is plural and when the verb over here, right? The verb, what happened to my pen? Why doesn't it work anymore? And the verb over here is in the simple present tense. We must remember to not have an S behind. Okay? But the opposite is true. All right? If, for example, I change this sentence, all right, to something that is singular. So I don't say many youngsters. I say these days, my daughter. And then we have blah, blah. And then we continue with the, right? Yes, Vaish.
I know why they say S behind.
Why?
Because S stands for singular. And also sometimes when you say youngsters doesn't mean that it's singular, it's plural.
Yes. So youngsters here is plural. But if I said my daughter over here, my daughter is actually singular. It's just one daughter, right? So if that's the case, then the answer here must be prefers with an S, right? Prefers. So it depends on whether your subject is singular or plural, and then you put the S or you choose not to put the S. So like what Vi said, S is for singular. All right, so we put the S for this. So many youngsters today don't put the S here, right? Because it's plural. Plural equals to no S. So the answer is A. All right, and why do we use the present, simple present tense here? Both A and B are simple present, you know. Why can't we use this? This is the past tense. And this is the present perfect tense.
Yeah.
Yes, Vincent?
B is that you put the any youngsters today has preferred the internet to the newspaper. It will sound like
It will sound weird,
Something-
right?
Yeah, it's very awkward.
Yeah, it's very awkward. And you know what? In the question, they tell us today as well. Today means these days, right? It happens all the time. So we need to use the simple present tense because it's today. Okay? When do we use present perfect tense? We use it when we want to own something in the past. For example, I will ask Shiloh, I will say, Shiloh, have you finished your essay? Then Shiloh will say, yes, I have completed
What
my
is an
essay.
essay?
Essay is composition.
Composition?
Shiloh says, no, she hasn't completed it yet. Okay, so that's when we use has or have in front plus the past participle. And that will give us the present perfect tense. All right, so you use it to tell people that you've already completed something. All right, you have finished your responsibility for something. Next, number 5. Now, all of you got this right, but Vincent also gave me the answer and you all got it right. So Wei Hong wants to explain. Good. So Wei Hong, can you explain why is the answer R?
It's because today there's a lot of cars in real life. There is a lot of them.
Correct. So it's nothing to do with today or anything, right? This one, we actually, for this, we actually use, this is actually simple present. And we use simple present tense to talk about facts, which is this is a fact, or we use it to talk about something that happens regularly. Okay, so for example, I can say Wei Hong brushes his teeth every day. Brushes is simple present, right? That's something that happens regularly. Facts could be that Vaish is a girl. It's not going to change anytime, right? So Vaish is a girl, that's a fact. So I say is. Is simple present also. All right, that's why
Mr.
we actually
Joel,
are over here. Yes.
that time I tried to go into the assignment and assign it to you, right? Every time you keep saying like failed to update reports, so I can't really do it.
Failed to update report.
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the you going online to do the work before you come for lesson, that one?
Yes. That one.
Ah, okay. It says what? Failed to update report, is it?
Yeah.
All right. I will ask them, okay, on the chat group. I'll ask them to investigate and see what happened. All
Okay.
right. So I'll let them know. Hopefully they can get it resolved and then they'll let you know. Okay, Shiloh. Yeah, Shiloh went to the toilet. All right, moving on. Okay, so here we have vocabulary. I love vocabulary. So question 6. Wei Hong and Vaish got this one wrong. All right. So I was so glad my mother and I watched a free sing-along show at the mall last Saturday. The singer was very good. Now,
See?
who was that? Who said C?
Not me.
So Vaish, you are now correct. Previously you chose A. And then Wei Hong, you what was your guess, Wei Hong, for this one?
B.
B? Okay.
Yeah.
So B is wrong. What is the next best answer?
C.
C. You're right. Okay, so Vaish, can you explain what is attended?
What is attended?
Yes.
Attendant is like when someone, like example, they host a party, then they invite people, then they have to choose